Welcome back to the Connecting Creators podcast. Today, our guest is an amazing TikTok creator with over 500,000 followers. He's someone who I've learned a lot from in terms of my content creating journey, and I'm happy to have him on the show. So, Vladdy, welcome to the podcast. I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
I got to ask, what is it like to, I'm a culprit of this to you, but what's it like to constantly be told that you look like the Kid Laroi?
Oh man, bro. Like maybe 5% of my comments. It's gone down a bit. I think when I first got the haircut, maybe 3 months ago. But now I'm growing out back out, so I'm getting them a lot. But it is what it is, you know.
I know. I had to comment that on one of your posts. I'm sorry, bro. I had to do it.
All good, man.
So I want to get into like content creation and marketing to start off. So your first video on TikTok was in May of 2020.
Sounds about right.
So was content creation something that you've always wanted to do, or did it just kind of happen?
No, I've always pursued this. Like ever since I was a kid, like I was maybe 9 or 10, watching YouTube. Like, you know, I was growing up surrounded by it. So I was like, oh my God, I want to be like that one day. So TikTok came up and then my friend told me about it. It was such a huge opportunity. So I just went for it.
Definitely. Yeah. So one of your earlier videos hit 1 million because that video was so different from your style now. Because it was like a basketball video, it was like a real life skit.
If you miss this next shot, you have to kiss me on my lips.
All right, bet.
And now you kind of do like more voiceovers or like green screens or whatever the case might be. What's your biggest challenge been adapting to what your audience wants?
Yeah. So, well, first of all, I want to use my voice more in TikToks, but the way that TikTok is, you mostly just see the text on screen. So ever since I started doing that, honestly, my videos have been performing so much better. You just got to go with what TikTok likes, like with TikTok culture. So I think text on screen performs better than actually talking, but I want to talk more because I think when you talk, you use your voice, you connect more with your audience. Yeah. So I've been trying to do more of that. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Definitely. Is it weird doing a podcast now since you're not used to?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But over the past like 3-4 months, I've started talking a bit more on my TikToks. I've been going live a few times, so I definitely feel better. But yeah.
Yeah. No,
I still get people in my comments saying like, "Wow, this is what you sound like." It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your voice, like, it's not that it doesn't match what you look like. It's just when you first hear somebody speak online, it's so like it takes you back and stuff. So how do you continue to find ways to like innovate and experiment, even though you already have like a style that people are used to?
So I think looking at a lot of other creators that inspire me, I scroll my For You page maybe 1 hour or 2 hours a day, but I can't scroll like regular people. Like whenever I'm scrolling, I always have to keep my eye out on like the next trend or what I can like, you know, post for myself. Yeah. So pretty much I just go based off what works for other people. And then if it's a big trend, then usually like TikTok will pick it up and you'll get maybe like an extra 10, 20K views. So I've been just trying like a few different trends and then growing my audience into different like branches. You know, most of my audience is very young. So the more I post like more adult content, then obviously I get adult followers. So yeah. I've just been like, getting a lot of inspiration from other people for that.
Yeah, for sure. I do like when I was pumping out TikToks, I used to do the same kind of thing. But then I would, whenever I got like a viral video, I'd always do like something completely different because I didn't want to be put in like one style.
Yeah, I feel you.
I noticed you don't do exactly that, but you always like adapt and change things up a little bit, whether it's like with different series or whatever the case is.
There's always something better out there. So I think you try a bunch of different things, and then make sure it's always something you enjoy. You can't just be posting something and then it's literally just for the views, because in the long run, it's just gonna destroy you. So
yeah, no, I agree. So what are the biggest challenges that you face when it comes to creating content?
Biggest challenges, I think coming up with the ideas. Yeah, definitely very tough. Yeah, I mentioned this before, but like whenever I scroll through like Instagram, whatever, I'm always looking for opportunities that I can like, you know, make something of my own. Yeah. From something, yeah. But coming up with ideas and then filming, that's not really the hard part, you know. Put on my what is it called, ring light, then stand there for like 1 hour. It takes a lot of retakes as well. That's another thing actually. Time, because usually I don't want to film like one video at a time. I have like 5 videos and then I'm just gonna pump them out. So.
Because you do a lot of voiceovers, or not voiceovers, but where you use somebody else's voice as your own. How many takes does that take you on average? Because you're like really good at it. So I just want to. Yeah.
Per maybe like a 20-second clip of a voiceover, it takes me like a solid 40 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I really try and get it very down specific. One of my dreams is to be an actor, so I'm really trying to like get
Yeah.
it word for word, everything like that.
Right on. Since you want to get into acting, I noticed that you do like a lot of videos that use like voices from whether it's Friends or Squid Game or whatever the TV show. I want to know, is there a certain Friends character that you would love to like work with, or writer or something like that?
You're gonna hate me. I've never watched Friends.
Really?
Never
Okay.
in my life.
Okay. Is there a
Yeah.
certain show that like is your favorite then?
Certain show, The 100. That's
Okay.
yeah, my favorite show of all time, and The Order as well. I like
Mhm.
very fantasy type things. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those two are very amazing. Yeah.
You have like one of the funniest comment sections out of the people that I follow on TikTok. What comments annoy you the most?
Okay. What comments annoy me? Immediately, the Kid Laroi.
Yeah.
I look like
Okay.
the Kid Laroi. If I look like anyone else, or actually, if I look like something like, for example, I got into Justin Bieber once, that hypes me up. Like that's confidence booster.
Okay.
But yeah, if you look like the Kid Laroi, things like that. Also first, I mean, it's for the algorithm, but still pisses me off. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
honestly, trendy comments, I really like getting those because it makes me feel like I'm actually like a huge creator,
Yeah.
And yeah, it makes me feel a part of the culture. So
Definitely. The ones that I used to love seeing is like when they put the ticket emoji and then they're like here before it's viral.
yeah,
Those were
those are
really
also
cool.
fire.
Something that like I really appreciate about your style of content is that even though you're making like relatable videos, there's still you put your own twist onto it. Whereas like a lot of people on TikTok just steal ideas, and then like they do well. So I wanted to hear from you, how important is it to always put your own twist on the things?
I think 100%. That's what makes a creator them.
Yeah.
Even though it might be very punishing, like you might not get the views they thought you would,
Mhm.
because obviously trying different things it can always be punishing. But if you do pull something off, it could be really rewarding. It could turn into a series, for example. One of my biggest series, got me millions of views. Like I put my own twist on a video that I saw, and yeah, I think it's either like a really hit or miss. But I think it's important as well because then that really shows like you're the person that makes the content. It's like, oh, it's his video because you can see that certain little thing in it.
Yeah, for sure. What series was that you were referring to?
Brave people.
Yeah, that's a great series. So you said you found inspiration from someone else for that idea?
Yeah, so there was a creator, I forget what his name was. He was really big at the time. I think he had like 1.2 million or something on TikTok.
Mhm.
This was a solid like year and a half ago whenever I started my series. Pretty much I wanted to do the same video, but I thought of another thing that I could add. For example, here was what it was. So he didn't have the killer factor in it. My
Okay.
video has where the killer says name someone braver than.
Yeah.
His video didn't have that. So I'm like, okay, what if you're like in a jail cell or whatever, trapped with your friend, and then the
Yeah.
killer says, I'll kill you if you don't name someone braver.
So let me ask you this. You just said you got a cut recently.
Yeah.
Have you ever been brave enough to tell your barber that you don't like your haircut?
No, that's just for the videos.
No, just for the videos?
I can't do that. I'm a really nice person. Like I genuinely can't.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm
Yeah.
the same way. I was just curious.
If anyone really does that out there, then man, different breed.
Yeah, no, definitely. In that series, you mentioned a lot of Marvel characters. Who would you say is the bravest Marvel superhero?
Gonna go with the generic one, Iron Man.
Yeah, why is that?
With the sacrifice play, I don't want to do any spoilers, but
Okay,
Yeah.
no, it's okay.
yeah.
No, it makes sense too, because he's actually like the only one that doesn't have powers.
Yeah.
You think
I
about
agree.
it? So
His powers appear.
yeah. So these are like really like creative concepts. I want to know, like, did you get these ideas from seeing other people again, or did these ones come to you?
No, these ones I actually got from looking at a meme. I think it was on
Okay.
Reddit. Yeah. I use Reddit a bunch.
Mhm.
For memes, like because Reddit has a lot of the new fresher memes, so I can actually get some like fresh TikTok content from there. And yeah, always make sure to tag the creator though. Don't copyright.
No, yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
Reddit has like usually like someone makes a meme. Reddit's the first place they post it. So
Yeah.
I think of it as if I'm first, if I'm the first to hop on the train, then I'm gonna be like ahead of the competition.
Mhm.
Because usually, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but a lot of the TikTok videos actually come from memes. So
Yeah, I actually like I've seen a lot of memes on YouTube, like on like the community posts, and then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
go on TikTok, and then it's the exact same thing.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
think
no.
you gotta always try to be first to the big trend, whatever it's gonna be.
Definitely. I mean, you mentioned a bit of it earlier with like putting your own twist on the things,
Mhm.
but when you branch out from TikTok and go into other avenues of content or acting or whatever the case may be, how do you balance the like following trends and then doing what you want to do and staying true to yourself?
That gets a little tough for me, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's not, if you really think about it, I don't think there's very many trends. Like for example, maybe 5 trends a week that pop up that are like new and they're on the rise. I think that would be like, for example, 5 videos a week, and then you still have space for your own videos, you know? I think you should post
Yeah.
maybe 1 to 2 videos a day, if you really want to like get some clout, you know? If you want to get big. So yeah, that
Yeah.
like for example, 5 videos is gonna be trends, and then the rest you still have like time to do your own thing, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I don't think it's very difficult to follow trends, but make sure they're trends that actually still follow your style.
Mhm.
Cause yeah, it's gonna be very difficult to do trends that are out of your like zone.
What's your mindset when you get low views? Does it bother you, or do you just like kind of bounce back, or what do
I've
you
actually
do?
learned to really handle it well. I've noticed that over time, like I mentioned this already, but like a video can blow up in 2 weeks, you know? So I think you
Yeah.
just give it time, don't private it, you know, just let it stay there. And then by the time the 2 weeks is over, you know, like you'll probably have more videos up if you forget that video exists.
Yeah. Most of your content is like almost too relatable to where it's like it can't be made up in your head. So how much percentage wise would you say is like real life experiences and then just ideas that are trends?
I try to balance it. I think it's solid, maybe 50-50. Now I've gotten more to the funny side, not as much relatable stuff. Cause I think
Yeah.
that's what's blowing up on TikTok the most right now. Cause you don't really see relatable things anymore. I don't feel like on your For You page. So yeah, I think the funny things is
Yeah.
where it's at. So it's probably 50-50 right now, but I'm trying to go more into like 70% funny stuff and you know, just comedy, and then 30% more relatable things.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you like go into a video being like, I want to make this funny, or do you kind of just like create what you create and then however it
Yeah.
turns out, it turns out?
I honestly, I go with the flow. And then as like I'm on the spot filming, I'm like, wait, I could add a twist to this, you know? Then I could
Yeah.
always like, even for example, relatable videos, you can make them funny, I believe. You
Yeah.
can always have a bit of humor in something. So
When it comes to like marketing and stuff, how much does the like hashtags or the sound that you use or even like the timing that you post it, like does that have a big effect, or is it the content that makes it go viral?
yeah, this is a very difficult topic because a lot of
Yeah.
people say, you know, you have to post at like, let's say, for example, from 4 to 8 USC time, right? But if it's a good video, I think it'll blow up either way. Like if it's genuinely a video that people want to watch, doesn't matter when you post it, like whether it's at night or if it's the early
Yeah.
birds that watch it, like it's still gonna be a good video, you know? I think that's mostly the timing is probably just for your audience. I feel like that's what it is. And then
Yeah.
the same thing with the hashtags. I feel like they really don't play a big part. I still do it. At this point, it's just become like not nature for me. Like I have my
Mhm.
own hashtag as well. Like my hands just do it without me even thinking, you know, subconsciously. But
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I definitely agree. I think the content is like the main thing, but I think all the other factors can definitely help. But from my experience, when I see people on TikTok, like they'll have a viral video, and they'll think it's because of that one thing that they did, that one hashtag that they put.
Yeah.
So then they just throw out a bunch of content using that same thing instead of actually like take the time to make better content.
And
You
also
have
one
no
more thing, I
problem.
think the one thing that actually does matter is sound. Because
Okay.
yeah, I think it really, I think there's like it's not a muscle memory, but it's like it could be a muscle memory in your brain whenever you
Mhm.
hear a sound, and like it automatically picks it up as, oh, it has this sound, so it's got to be a good video. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think sound actually has an effect on your brain. So this is more on the psychological side.
Okay.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that's the one factor that actually does affect your views probably.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
think
following trending sounds.
yeah, the sounds are big, and also like I find like the timing of when you do the punchline and timing with the sound matters a lot. Like
Mhm.
whether it's on a beat drop or I mean, obviously people do it on certain words, but like a lot of people mess up the timing and then it doesn't really look right.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen anything like
No,
that,
yeah,
but
I do it as well. Yeah, I notice it. Mhm.
so you have a lot of series.
Yeah.
So out of all the series that you've made, like which one was the most enjoyable to create?
The most enjoyable.
Mhm.
It would probably have to be Brave People, the series that performed the best as well.
Why is that? Is there anything like in particular?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of funny things. Relating, it's honestly a bit of relatable stuff. Like for example, you would never tell a barber, no, I don't like the haircut. But like everyone's thought about it, you know? So there's like a bit
Yeah,
of a correlation there. And yeah, and it's just really funny, I feel like. I'm not a
yeah,
very
no,
creative person, so you can tell I get inspired by a lot of things, you know?
no, it's okay. I mean, that's part of creativity is that bouncing ideas off other people anyway. So
Exactly.
I would say you're creative. I want to downplay yourself.
Appreciate it.
Um, So now moving on to the Gen Z series that you have.
Hey, can I get the Wi-Fi password? Huh? The boat's sinking right now? Okay, cool. Can I get the Wi-Fi password? Oh my god, guys, first time drowning, kind of nervous.
What's a job or situation that you think a lot of Gen Z people would struggle with in the future?
Yeah, Gen Z at like a car dealership. I think there's a bunch of things that you can really, pull up.
Car dealership would be good. You
Yeah.
can even do like they think it's like a sneaker meetup or something.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think with Gen Z, you can really pull off anything because Gen Z is like a really different generation. We're the first generation with like phones and stuff, really different from the boomers. So yeah, you can put us in like any situation. It's always going to be a different outcome than from what you're used to.
Definitely. What year were you born in?
2002. So
Okay,
19 going 20 this year.
Okay, I'm born in like 99, so I think I'm like right on the cusp of Gen Z. I don't even know if I am Gen Z or not. I might be like
I think Gen Z goes up to like age 27 or 28.
Okay, so then we are Gen Z. So we're making fun of ourselves here. Okay.
Exactly.
It's all good though. Now I want to talk to you about some plans that you might have for the future. So you have a YouTube channel that I've seen that has like just around 200 subs. Yep. But like there's no videos on it. Do you plan on making YouTube content anytime soon?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm waiting for the right opportunity. And that's not really the right mindset to have. I think you should like start today. You see a lot of those motivational videos, like, start now, start today. And I'm probably definitely missing out on some things that I could be posting, but my gut's also telling me that I should wait for something to come along and then,
Okay.
I wouldn't really have content to post right now. I live in a very small city. Yeah, if I were to post something on YouTube, I'll probably just be reposting my TikToks, as shorts.
When you like make YouTube videos, you have like a certain style that you want to follow, or
100%, yeah. I want to do Mr. Beast like videos. I want to give away a lot. I want to help, or honestly, just anything that you've never seen before on YouTube. I want to stand out,
So in terms of like the Mr. Beast part, are you like planning on giving back with money or like with other things? Because he spends like millions of dollars on his videos, so.
Yeah, well, I think that's the ultimate goal, spend millions of dollars on videos. But as long as I'm helping someone in a video and as long as the audience enjoys it, I think that's the recipe for success. Helping and then make it enjoyable.
And so what was the other style that you said? You said standing out, right? In some way?
Yeah. So something that will be unique. Not sure if you've seen Daniel Mac on TikTok. He asks people, hey, what do you do for a living with expensive cars? Yeah. So I've never seen anything like that. I think that's really cool. And I would want to do something like that, but maybe more of like a social experiment type thing. Yeah. Definitely. So yeah, just something that would like find out more about people,
One reason why I started this podcast is because I was debating on doing YouTube stuff, because I did YouTube before TikTok, but I didn't want to just do videos like, oh, I'm going to make the largest pizza in the world. I'm like, why am I doing that? Like outside of views. So like when you go to YouTube eventually, do you need to have meaning in the content, or are you just going to have fun with it and create like what drives numbers and traction?
No, I think having fun is really important. Obviously numbers, because hopefully that'll be my job eventually. Like YouTube videos, it has to perform for me to be able to have food on my desk or on my table. But but I think if you're not enjoying it, then that would literally be the same as working at 9 to 5. You're going just to make the money to survive. So I think the whole point of doing YouTube is because you can do something that you enjoy.
What are your favorite videos to watch? I mean, you mentioned that Daniel Mac guy.
Yeah. Are we talking about YouTube or TikTok?
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah. So Daniel Mac, Mr. Beast. I follow tons of YouTube channels, like maybe 300. So
okay, I commented on a video of yours like maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
About the Sidemen. Do you watch the Sidemen?
I do a bit, but they're bigger videos like Tinder, stuff like that.
Yeah. No, they're like my favorite, bro. I got like the Sidemen Plus and everything. They're so funny, bro.
There's something about big groups of friends that post on YouTube. Like it's always hilarious. I feel like one person, 2 people, it's okay, but if it's a big friend group, like 5, 6 people, then I think there's always content to be there because you have so many personalities in a friend group. You never know what's gonna come out of someone's mouth. So
yeah, for sure, and you feel like you're part of the group without having to do anything.
Low key, that's what it feels like. Yeah, of YouTube subscriptions here. So a lot of music channels too. I listen to so much music. Like maybe a day, I listen to 5 hours worth of music. So much music. Like I always have it playing in the background.
Who's your favorite artist? Kid Laroi?
No. Okay, so I don't listen to mainstream music. I listen to EDM, so electro dance music.
Okay. I don't know why, but I had a feeling you did.
Yeah.
Like you give me that vibe. I don't know.
Yeah. So I listen to like dubstep house, stuff like that. But yeah, honestly, the Kid Laroi's music, it's not bad.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite artists actually. That's why when I seen that you put that in your bio, I was kind of like, I started laughing because then I started to see the comparison. Yeah, I was like, you do look a lot like him actually.
Yeah.
No offense, I know you hate hearing that, but
no, he's chill. Like I like his music, but yeah, I think it's funny. I honestly don't mind the comments, you know.
Yeah. Now, can you like give us your gym plan since you've transformed your body?
My gym plan, as in
like your regimen. You go like 4 days a week, 5 days a week.
Yeah, gotcha. I try to go as often as I can. So you know, people usually say, you know, go 5 days, take a rest, or like go 4 days. Yeah, I don't really like following that. I go, and then whenever all my muscles are sore, like every single muscle group, that's when I take a rest. And like if I wake up the next morning and like if they don't feel sore, then I'm just gonna hit them again, you know.
When you like do work them out, do you try to like train to failure, or do you like try to get
absolutely 100% train till failure. There was a video, one of these guys actually, Hadi Abdel, we just talked about. He posted a TikTok where it's like train your shoulders until gravity feels heavy. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, so that's my vibe that I go for.
Do you have any plans outside of acting to get into like film or production?
Not really. I work with an acting agency right now, so hopefully something goes from there. But yeah, TikTok, like I think TikTok is a massive opportunity. Yeah, like all it takes is one video, you know, one video blows up and then you get seen by someone and then they reach out to you. It's as simple as that. So yeah, just keep grinding on TikTok, hit the gym, you know, have more of like a body that suits most roles, you know.
Yeah, that's very important because like actors that are in shape are rare to find than actors that aren't in shape.
I agree.
So it's like it separates you a little bit. Like Michael B. Jordan's a good example. Like he had a lot of good roles before Creed, but then after the Creed movies, when he like was in shape, he started hitting everything. Like he was in Black Panther and then came back for Creed 2, now filming Creed 3. So it's like it definitely helps to be in shape.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. And it's not even for the acting, like it's just for you, you know.
If you could say like your ideal situation of where this is all going, where would that be?
So my ideal life that I imagine myself living, that would be filming, a lot of filming, whether it's YouTube for a movie. I watch a lot of Twitch as well, so I want to do live streaming, things like that. Yeah, as long as it's on social media, as long as I can reach out to millions, then I usually want to do it. I want to do a lot of things.
Perfect.
Yeah, so even honestly making music. Like I would love to make music. Yeah.
Like a DJ?
Yeah, exactly. Some electro stuff.
I mean, you've already got the headset, so I can already see it.
Oh yeah.
I can already see you just pressing the keys and everything.
Just swinging.
Yeah. All right. With that, I just want to say thank you for coming on the show. You've been a great guest. And
big pleasure.
I hope to have you back on in the future when you're a lot bigger on TikTok, a lot bigger on YouTube, social media, everything. And hopefully we can do it in person that time.
Yeah, that's the goal.
So did you want to just quickly tell the people where to follow you at, like your socials?
Yeah, most of them will be at Vladdy O. So just my name and then DYO.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and we'll see you guys later.